Alright, so this is part 3 of What If Deku had a slave work. Right left off, Deku was transferring into Bakugo's school, and I decided that Bakugo was going to have a crush on Elle, which I decided her name was going to be Sophie. Yeah, that's totally what I decided. Totally didn't just change it. Yeah, okay, anyways. I'm going to time skip over to the Sledgeland incident, even though I still have no clue what I want Deku's power to be. Hold on. Okay. And hers. Okay, yeah, I guess that'll work. Okay, so, Illumi, whatever I decided her name was gonna be, is going to have fucking swords, and Deku's going to be the magical one. Anyways, let's fucking continue. Let's see. Where do I wanna Sledgeland incident? I don't want them to deal with the Sledgeland. Okay, so Deku legitimately, oh my god. Fuck. Fuck. I did not mean to do that. Oops. Anyways, Deku fucking hold on. I cannot even think right now. It completely threw me off. Okay, so Deku legitimately just says don't have magic words right now, but he says magic words and like these little fucking emblems of circles appear on his hand. I know this is kind of like the fucking magic Deku, but just leave me alone right now. Anyways, emblems appear around his hand, on like both his hands, and he like this fucking cycle appears around the Sledgeland, and he goes up in flames, and then he fucking like shoots everywhere, whatever. Actually, no, he fucking steams up or whatever, and like he gets hella small, so they just end up picking him up and putting him in a fucking bottle and leaving him like that, and then they go about their day. All Might ends up fighting the bottle, and Illumi and Deku are like already gone. So like Deku and All Might never meet. Deku never gets All Might's autograph, so forth and so forth. Anyways, we go on to Deku goes home, and for the 6 months of training, Deku and Illumi, I think that's what her name is. Oh my god, I barely can remember her name right now. Illumi have the like a leveling system that it's gonna work kind of like solo leveling, I guess you can say, because they're gonna go into dungeons and shit. So I guess yeah, you can base it off solo leveling a little bit. But like they're both gonna have Deku's gonna be the only one with one, and he controls Illumi's. Yeah, that's her name, I think. Anyways, yeah, he controls Illumis. So like that's the whole slave thing. He just controls the leveling system. That's like the whole slave aspect of this, I guess you can say. Anyways, he keeps maxing out Illumi's strength skill, and he keeps maxing out his logic skill and his speed skill. And he also puts a few skills into sneak for Illumi. And then he buys him like this cape that lets him like makes him resistance to like the elements. Like he's resistant to heat, resistant to cold, resistant to like rocks and shit. So like he just has a resistance to all type of elements, and that's gonna be a part of his hero costume. But like that's just something that he bought himself, and he bought Illumi these handcuffs, like not handcuffs, but like these fucking what's they're called, like a piece of armor that goes on your arm, whatever. I don't know what the hell that's called. But like it's not like a whole piece of arm, or it's just like a fucking piece, like it's like a mini shield on your hand. I don't know how to fucking describe it, but anyways, it's just like a strip of metal on her hand, but like it circles her whole hand. a bracelet basically, but like it covers her whole hand, but it doesn't. I don't fucking know how to explain it. I'm just gonna drop it. Anyways, he bought her one of those, and it's basically, it this blocks like really good or whatever. So like she blocks swords with it and shit like that. Anyways, they train. They like go through dungeons and shit. I really don't feel like explaining that right now. I might later on like dive deep into that, but right now, no. Just trying to get into school. So anyways, let's say Deku levels them up. The same thing that I just said they were leveling up. Let's say he levels that up 4 more times. So they're both at level, let's say 30 in those, and we'll just push them on to the entrance of them. And like let's say that like whatever her name is, they speak to like in their head. So as long as Deku knows the answer, she'll know the answer, because like I didn't fit nothing in her logic skill. Obviously, like that's what Deku needs to play in. So, you know, like as long as Deku knows the answer, she knows the answer. So that's how he passes that. And they try to split them up, but Deku says they know this is Deku's quirk. So like they don't, but at the beginning they did, but now they didn't, because they're like, oh shit, this is a quirk. So they go on to let's say they go to the same one. Everything goes to canon basically, all but they get like more points. So let's say they get 3rd place before English. Yeah, what the fuck? Before destroying the 0 pointer. My bad. They're at 3rd place. So the 0 pointer runs out, and I said their chain was 7 feet long. I wanted it to be 20, but I switched it back to 7. So yeah, 7 feet long. So they get as far as they can, and they chain, like the chain appears, right? And like they start like fucking throwing each other back and forth, like onto, really fucking, what's her name, is doing all the work. Like she'll grab the chain and throw Deku onto a building, and then like she'll use her feet and jump onto the building, and then she'll throw Deku again, and then just jump, and like she's just like bouncing back and forth. And Deku isn't taking any damage from this, because like he's landing the tosses or whatever, and she isn't throwing him like hella hard. She's just throwing him with enough strength to get over there. So like he's just like, they're jumping back and forth from building to building or whatever. And Deku is working on let's say that he's working on like a chain spell to like chain it down. So like fucking the circles are around his hand, and circles start appearing like above the 0 pointer, and then on his arms, and then like below it on his feet. And Deku starts saying the magical words that I never make up. Anyways, he starts saying the magical words, and then that happens, and then Illumi or whatever throws Deku one more time, and she throws him all the way to the 0 pointer. But the last second before Deku can land on the 0 pointer, like, she pulls the chain back, and she stabs him, like the fucking 0 pointer stabs Deku. And then like they break into the 0 pointer, and they just start tearing it up. She just starts tearing it apart, and then they jump out the 0 pointer, and they jump down and save Uraraka. And then they try going on, but it obviously ends, and they carry Uraraka to Recovery Girl, and then put her down and just walk off. They don't even talk to Uraraka, so Uraraka doesn't even know their name. And then they just go home, and they wait for the fucking, the entrance exam letters, and they wait for them. They obviously get in, whatever, blah blah blah. Don't need to worry about that. But for the 2 weeks, let's get into a dungeon real quick so y'all can know how that works. Deku, say destroying the 0 pointer got him a key, right? And he goes to the location of the key, and it, like, a door is there. He unlocks the key with the door, whatever, and he goes in, and then it's like this whole nother place, whatever. Like, he has to use it on a regular basic door or whatever, and he like opens it, whatever, and like you can see into the door, and as he's seeing into the door, it looks like this whole different place. Like it shouldn't be here. Like it's like way bigger than what it should be, than like the place that he's in. So he walks in with whatever her name is. I'm not even going to try to remember her name right now. Alumi. I think I got it right. Anyways, they go in, and they just start, let's say, above like the head of the enemy, they have like the red, the white, or whatever, and they have that shit. And right now, let's say it's white, but or whatever, and they're just killing like fucking wolves and rats and bees and just like random giant bugs, whatever. But as like they get down and more on the lower floors, it starts to change to other animals like bears and shit like that or whatever. And then when it gets to the final boss, it's like an orc or orc or whatever. Goddamn. But like it slowly, changes to more magical creatures as the floors go down. And let's say each one has 40 to 100 floors. This one with 60 or whatever. So they get a few more levels. Deku puts a few levels into his actual like strength, and he puts a few into her, let's say, her speed, like her agility or whatever. And he puts a few into his agility, making them go to 50. His sneak up to 20, and her intelligence, I think I said, up to 5, and agility up to 5 more higher, or whatever. I had it, just 5 more. Anyways, after that, they go home, they wait around, they eventually get their letters, they go to the first day, and then for the for the ball throw, Aizawa realizes they can't get like more than 7 feet apart, so he just tells Deku to go, and then he tells her to go like right after each other. That's how that's gonna work. For the race, they have to be like not on the same path, but like right next to each other, and then they go. And Deku, if Aizawa sees Deku's getting carried, he'll say, like for the next time, he'll make Deku go again, but tell her not to do as much work, so he can see how much Deku can do. For the jump, that he just has them jump at the same time, like running right next to each other, because like he wants to see how much like they're in sync, whatever. And he also wants to see like how far they can jump in general, so he does that. For the push-ups, I think he made them do push-ups, I'm not sure, but for the general workouts, that goes good or whatever. I'm not going to explain that. For the grip strength, Deku doesn't get that much, but she actually almost breaks it, like she cracks it, but that's really it. And then we go on after that. Let's see. What do we want to happen? What even happens next? Oh, I guess the fucking hero versus villains, right? Yeah, that's next. I'm pretty sure I need to fucking rewatch the show. I'm getting confused, but I'm pretty sure that's next. We're gonna do that next. Anyways, time skip to hero versus villains. If I missed anything, my bad, but I'm pretty sure this is next. It's been a minute since I watched the first episodes. So, anyways, heroes versus villains, they are obviously on teams because they can't be separated. And let's say it's Bakugo and Bakugo and Shadow Dude, Bird Dude. I remember his name. It's just I know I'm not gonna say it correctly. So Bird Dude. And he engulfs, like, let's say that his quirk is better and he has better control of it, so like he engulfs the lower floors into shadows. I don't even know if he could do that, but anyways, he makes like the like everything dark besides the room that he's in. And Deku and her is walking in the dark, so Deku has like a little flame around his hand so they can see a few feet in front of him, and like they can hear Bakugo like running towards him, so they're waiting, and then leave this off on a cliffhanger. They hear Bakugo on the floor above them, and they're like one floor below Bakugo, obviously. And then I'm gonna end the video off here. I hope you enjoyed. This video was 15 minutes long, as you can see. Anyway, this is Shadow Master signing out. Part 4 will be out as soon as possible. Sorry for like the long waits between the series. I know I'm like being very lacking on uploads, but like I'm moving and shit, like a lot's going on, so I just haven't been able to post as much as I want to, but I'm trying to get back into posting. I know I always have an excuse, but like I'm trying. Okay, anyways, this is me signing out.